Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and I decided to do a tutorial on how I achieve these ombre 40-inch faux locks. Had this 40-inch dread look in all black, but I was like, you know, I wanted to get a little oomph. Like, after I wore the hairstyle for about a month, I wanted to switch it up a little bit. And when I went into my local beauty supply, I seen that they had these ombre faux locks that I absolutely fell in love with. They do not come 40 inches. You have to make them 40 inches. To see how I got this complete look, well, you gotta keep watching. But before I start the tutorial, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the hairstyle. When I first set out to do this hairstyle, I had the straight dread and then I had the curly dread, and I planned on dipping it, which I might still dip it later, but once I put it in, I actually like the curly and straight look mixed in together. So I left it like this for the sake of the video, but I might do a follow-up video where I have them all completely straight and show you how it is. But first, I want to talk about this hair for a little bit. Number one, the hair is super lightweight. And when you look at it, you think, oh my God, it's going to be heavy, and you know, it's so long, it must be heavy. Actually, these faux locks are very lightweight. They're very like dense in the inside. It's not a lot of hair, and the method that I use to put these in, it doesn't weigh your hair down, and you can immediately style your hair right away. You know, like when I get my hair done, I've had my hair done to the point where, you know, when they braided my hair, or I got my hair done, like my hair was like stiff and I couldn't move it, and I didn't want to style it because I was afraid that it would pull my hair and all this. No. With this hairstyle, you can style it right away. You can wear it up, you can wear it down, you can wear it in several different hairstyles, and that's what I love about it, the versatility in it. And I mean, just see for yourself. I mean, I absolutely love this look. Like, I'm absolutely in love. There are some brands of faux locks where they have that super wax coating and that plasticky look. I don't like those ones. I like the ones that look authentic, that look a little bit roughed up and a little bit believable. When you see people with real dreads, they're not slick, plasticky looking. They look like hair. So when I go for a faux lock look, I'm gonna look for the brand that looks most realistic, and this one right here, it looks most realistic to me. But if you want to see how I achieve this look, then, you know, keep watching. Hey guys, okay, so I'm gonna show you how I do the whole faux lock super long thing. My favorite brand to use are these free tress faux locks. These are my absolute favorite because they look believable, they look real once you put them in. It starts off black and then it goes off into this golden blonde faux lock, which I really love. So, and because it's black at the top, my hair will hide the fact that their extensions are faux locks pretty well. So they have the faux locks that are wavy, which are these ones, which I like. I don't want them to be too curly to where they look like top ramen. I prefer them to have a wavy look. So that's why I went ahead and got the ombre ones in this one. And then I went to another beauty supply that had the number 27, which is the blonde golden look. They had it in curly. They didn't have it in wavy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attach this ombre one to this curly one. It comes, I believe, 22 in a pack. So to do a full head, you want to get at least 8 packs to be on the safe side. But if you only want to have them, you know, 20 inches or whatever inch they come in the pack, I think you only need about 5 packs, 4 to 5 packs, something in between there. But I want mine really, really long. So since you have to use 2 faux locks to make one super long one, I used 8 packs. So when I first had this look done, it was black all over. So it was black, super long faux locks all over my head. I was like, let me keep half of the back black, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of flavor and add a little bit of color with these ombre faux locks. They're in, and they're individually crocheted in. So for the top half, what I did was I individually braided my hair in plaits. So, you know, like little simple plaits. I braided my hair all over. But let me get started and show you how to do it. You can do this one to two ways. You can faux lock it in first and then add the extension, or you can add the extension before you start. For me, it's easier to wrap it when it's shorter and then add the extension. I mean, it's just totally up to you. I'm going to show you how to do it both ways. It's kind of the same, but I'm going to show you how to do it both ways. I'm going to start right here since I probably should have done more and then showed you the top, but whatever. So what you're going to do is take your crochet needle, take it, go under your braid, latch it. I like to close it. Some people just pull it through and it closes, but hey. Then you're going to open this enough for you to grab your hair and the faux lock, and you bring both of them through. So when you're plaiting your hair, don't make your braid too tight, because remember, you have to be able to slip this crochet into your hair. So if your hair is too tight, you make your braid too tight, you won't be able to pull this through there. So remember, you want to be able to have it tight enough that, you know, that your hair doesn't look raggedy from the start, but you want to have it loose enough that the faux lock is going to go through your hair. And, you know, you don't want it too tight, because then you're causing all that tension and pulling out your hair. You don't want to do that. Anyways, so then once you have it crocheted in, what you're going to do is figure out the direction of the faux lock. So if the faux lock is going this way, so see, this way the faux lock gets tighter. So this is the direction of the faux lock, and this is the direction that is twisted. So that's the direction that you want to go around your hair. So you're going to take your braid, and then you're going to basically, kind of what I do is coil back so that you can wrap it around. Coil back so that it fits around your hair. And then, you know, you just continue to go down. So you wrap your hair until, you know, your hair is all the way in there. And as you can see, my hair is completely hidden within the faux lock. It's super simple, not complicated at all. And so now what I'm going to do is attach this one to this one. Once I have my hair completely hidden, I want to then take the bottom, and then you want to get close to the bottom, and then I coil it the opposite way that it is dreaded, and then I place my finger in between and I split it in two. So I open up the bottom, split it in two, like so. So then I take my dread that's completely solid in color, that doesn't have the ombre, and then I put my finger through the loop part that's intended to crochet. I grab the bottom of the dread, I take one side of the hair and I pull it through. Then I slide it up, and then I create one knot to secure it onto the dread. So I secure it just like that with one knot. Then I figure out which direction the dread is going in. So the dread is going in this direction. So then I make one part flush. The other part I wrap down a little bit. So I go down below the hook lock part like this. And then I come back upwards. to secure it in. So then I just wrap up and up. And then you hide the part where you attached it. And when you use the same brand and the same curl pattern, it's very seamless. But because the beauty supply didn't have this top brand all the way down in a complete golden one, I had to use 2 different brands. But when you use the same brand, it's completely seamless. Because when I did it in black, it's completely seamless and you can't even tell almost where you added the extension part in. So once I wrap the first part up, then I take this part right here and then I go down. So then you figure out which way. So when I go this way, you see it's opening up and it's not dreaded. So that's not the direction of the dread. So the direction of the dread is the opposite way. So then I take and I go in that direction. I wrap in that direction and I go around. So once I start wrapping, then I start back going up until I run out of hair. And that's how you do it. Simple as that. The same concept as you hooking it in and then adding the extension once you hook it in is basically the same concept that you can do beforehand. You can have yours already pre-done ahead of time as long as your hair isn't longer than the part that you're gonna be wrapping. So say like one day you want to hook them all together and then the next day you want to just latch them all in to break it up so that you're not doing it all at the same time. You can do that as well. And what you want to do is the same exact concept. All you do is take the end of the faux lock, the ombre faux lock, open it up. So you coil it back to where you open it up. Put your finger between it to split it. So where you have 2 parts. You get the faux lock that's completely solid, one color, and you open it up the same way. Insert one side in, then you slide it flush. Then you want to knot it one time to get it secured. Then once you knot it, it's one single unit. You have 1 and 1 like that. Then you could add a little tension by holding it with your mouth or holding it onto something and go.
You wrap 1 strand going up and then 1 strand going down the same way I showed you previously when you do it before you connect it. It's the same exact way.
So then you do it like that. So then after you have it pre-connected, you do the same way. You grab an individually plaited braid, take your latch, go under, latch it on. I like to close my latch, pull it through, take it off, open it up, pull your braid and your faux lock together through the loop. Then you tighten it up. Then what you want to do, find the direction that it's going. It's going in this direction. You coil it back, twist it around. Coil it back, twist it around. It's just that when you have it pre-hooked already, it's just longer. It's just a longer piece that's whipping around. That's the only difference. It's just a longer piece. But if you don't mind that, you know, hey, you could do it either way. It's the same result in the end. Coil it back, whip it around. Coil it back, whip it around. Same exact result. Same exact result. And then you just continue for the rest of your hair. Hey guys, so as you can see, I filled in the front with faux locks. I've added the wavy ombre to the top with the curly at the bottom, but I haven't yet filled out the middle of my hair. The middle of my hair is where my scalp itches the most from this synthetic hair. Okay, so since my scalp is so itchy in the middle, I'm going to do an apple cider vinegar rinse on the faux locks that are going to be placed on the middle. Typically, you're going to want to do an apple cider vinegar rinse on all of the faux locks that you put in your head. But yesterday I was kind of in a rush, so I didn't do it in the front. And so I'm going to definitely make sure to do it for the middle faux locks because that's where I get the itch, and I don't like the itch. I don't want to be scratching my head and, you know, and carrying on. So to eliminate the itch, what you want to do is do this apple cider vinegar rinse. And that's basically taking the coating, the manufactured coating off of the hair that irritates the scalp. I believe it's like some type of alkaline coating that they put on the hair, and your body's pH and then the chemical that they coat the hair with, sometimes it will irritate, causing your scalp to be very itchy. Sometimes people break out in bumps, etc., etc. So to eliminate all of that, you do an apple cider vinegar rinse, and that eliminates the coating on top of the hair, and that gives you an itch-free hairdo. Typically what you're going to do is this for all the hair that you're going to be placing in your head, but mine irritates the most here, so I wanted to definitely make sure I did it for the middle. What I'm going to use is this Bragg's apple cider vinegar, my half cup measuring cup, and then something to hold the water in. I'm not going to fill this up all the way, but I'm going to do probably like halfway with warm water. Put my half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and then I'm going to let the hair sit in there for about 20 minutes. Don't leave it in for longer than 20 minutes because it will make your hair hard. So you definitely want to take it out at the 20-minute mark, and as it's in there, you'll kind of see the film lifting off of the hair, you know? It's totally optional. You can do it or not. Everyone's scalp isn't irritated, but this is only for the people whose scalp is irritated. You want to take this extra step because a lot of times people just won't get these hairstyles because they irritate their hair and they don't know that there's a solution for it. Alright guys, that's all for this video. If you decide to do this look, you decide to do these 40-inch faux locks, I want to see how yours comes out. So leave me a message in the comments or hit me up on my other social media, which is like my Instagram or my Facebook, and send me a picture. I want to see pictures, and maybe I'll do like a follow-up video and post the pictures of the people who, you know, pulled off this look from my tutorial. And if you want to see more tutorials and more videos like this, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe to this channel and comment below. Alright guys, thank you. That's all. Bye-bye.